AI companions. You can't live with them, you can't finish the game without them, so you have to put up with their constant talking, and dying, and being kidnapped. Seeing as they're usually mandatory, you're definitely going to have to spend a lot of time with these AI companions in a wide variety of games. So how best to deal with these annoying, artificially unintelligent millstones around your virtual neck? Why, by complaining about them, of course, so join us as we run down 7 of the most annoying things your AI companions will do, and put your own suggestions in the comments.
I hear good things from my commander's mercenary. What news do you have?
The Athenian commander is dead. Megaris is ready to fall.
Good. The wolf has ordered the attack. I'm glad you're here to join us in our march to glory.
One of the things you don't generally notice in video games is just how unnaturally fast your playable character moves, because you're too busy shooting demons to realise that Doomguy is actually genuinely travelling at 28 miles per hour. You definitely will notice it, however, when you're forced to accompany a companion character who has their own ideas about how long this walk is going to take, and it's their way or the highway. But what's worse than a companion character just moving slowly is one who moves at a speed that is entirely their own, which is faster than your walking speed, but slower than your sprinting speed, as seen here in Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
He is a great man. He will lead Sparta to victory against the...
No. What is he like as a man? As a father?
Now your only choices are to awkwardly jog along, stopping every 5 seconds to allow your AI companion to catch up, or to fall behind, then sprint to catch up yourself, all the while trying to listen to what is presumably important dialogue? I don't know, I was too busy concentrating on how fast I was walking. The only conclusion is that whoever programmed this walking speed over at Ubisoft hates you, personally. I know, I'm as surprised as you are.
You told me once that I needed to stand up for myself. Well, here I am. I'm standing. Make me king, not her.
Your party of characters in a role-playing game is just like a group of friends in real life, except you get to tell them what to do and choose what they wear, i.e. much better. Having the power to choose the armour and weapons of your party members means you get to select the optimum equipment for each character according to their skills. Or you can just dress everyone in matching yellow tartan plaid weave like you're a fugly sports team. This year they're going to regionals. The downside of putting your best gear on a party member comes when said party member decides to up and leave you forever, taking your best gear with them. Like in Dragon Age Origins, when, after treacherous jerk-ass Loghain is defeated in a duel, you choose to spare him.
I was wrong. There's a strength in you that I have not seen anywhere since Marek died. I yield.
I didn't just hear you say that. You're going to let him live.
If you decide to not only spare Loghain, but also welcome him into your ranks, it pisses off party warrior and potential love interest Alistair so hard that he can't bear to stick around.
Here's my decision then. I'm no longer a Grey Warden. I'm leaving.
Which, depending on your feelings about romancing a sarcastic Templar, might have been absolutely fine, except Alistair is also out of your party forever, and with him goes whatever armour and weapons he had on him at the time. So say goodbye to that sweet Juggernaut armour that you'll never see again.
That does make it easier. Take care of yourself.
In a similar vein, your Dragon Age Inquisition mage companion Solus also decides to permanently F off late in the game, taking with him whatever high-end mage gear you dressed him in, instead of politely stripping on his way out the door and giving it back.
No matter what comes, I want you to know you shall always have my respect.
I knew I should have put you in plaid weave.
Would you mind taking a walk, Reaper? I'd like to discuss something on the QT.
Tamara, I think you have the wrong idea.
No, please. Lead the way.
Sometimes you won't be given an AI companion as part of a mission, but you'll seek them out yourself, breaking them out of their routine in order to help you achieve an objective. Kind of like when I asked Jane to do a coffee run.
No!
It doesn't always work in video games either. To use Hitman as an example, lots of mission opportunities require you to talk to an NPC and then accompany them somewhere, usually somewhere private, where you can bonk them over the head and nick their outfit. However, for this to work properly, you need to stay within about 5 feet of your AI companion. Get impatient and jog ahead, or wander off to investigate something interesting, and they'll stop dead in their tracks and be confused for a bit, And then if you don't rejoin them quickly enough, they'll wander back to where they started, and you'll have to repeat the entire process all over again. Super annoying, yes, but it does make the eventual whacking them over the head with a brick a lot more satisfying, I must say.
Tomorrow we'll try a training montage.
A training what?
Nothing. I was just lost in an 80s movie fantasy.
Yeah, I can see you spend a lot of time there.
Aside from its lengthy cinematic cutscenes, which are as full of exposition as they are violence...
Go away.
What?
Go watch your linear entertainment. Go watch porn. Just go away. What the f?
The other main way Grand Theft Auto games tell their stories is through conversations with AI companions while you make your way to your mission objectives.
Michael?
I'm all dressed up. Now, you want to run me through this thing?
The prototype is somewhere in the Life Invader office. Find it and fit it with the device in your bag.
Sometimes these take place over the phone, but more often than not, your companion will just be sat in the passenger seat while you drive over to your next objective, and will fill you in on important mission info as you go.
They're somewhere on the Western Highway.
Man, ain't you worried?
About my boat? Yeah, I am.
But you can always buy another boat.
Yeah, tell my accountant that.
Why then does Rockstar so routinely give these AI companions way more dialogue than they can reliably deliver in the time it takes you to drive over to wherever it is you're going? This is a Grand Theft Auto game, need I remind you, so it's highly likely I'm driving an extremely fast stolen car. The upshot of which is that I either drive into the mission marker far too early and miss half of what my companion is trying to tell me.
I hadn't, seen that happen before. Here we are at the bike rental place. Please don't shoot the bike rental guy out of, force of habit.
Or I have to drive super slowly or even park up somewhere so I can listen to all this presumably vital exposition before carrying onwards to where the actual mission is going to start.
I hadn't, seen that happen before.
Yeah, well, that's me, Jim. And I've been trying my best to get things under control for the last 10 years.
Or if you're tired of all this talking, carrying onwards over a cliff, which also works.
God, you think I've got learning difficulties, huh? Take a good long look in the mirror, pal. I'm not the one who doesn't respect myself.
I don't think that's the way up to the shrine.
We know.
There's a chest over here. Oh, I see it now. Forgive my impatience.
Oh, tricky.
Now, no one wants to be stuck for ages on a puzzle in a video game. Strategy guide companies have built an entire business based on that very notion. But there's a fine line between a challenging puzzle that takes a satisfying amount of time to solve and your AI companion just loudly telling you how to do it after about 4 seconds of thinking time.
Why not simply hold it in place?
Because there are certain kinds of AI companions, like for example the ones you'll be spending plenty of time with in God of War Ragnarok, who have, it has to be said, a very low opinion of your puzzle-solving abilities, telling you how to solve puzzles even when you've demonstrably been doing the right thing for the last 10 minutes.
The wolves have picked up another trail.
Is not about altering
Keep following
events,
their
yeah?
heads.
Yes, thank you, Freya. Worth interrupting me for. Worst of all, though, is when you are genuinely trying to figure out the solution to a puzzle and one of your companions will give you a patronising little nudge in the right direction, like you're a preschooler trying to figure out which wooden block goes into which shaped hole.
There's got to be a way to get your axe behind this crate, right?
I don't mean to speak out of turn, but the white marble wall behind that grate. Perhaps your axe can reach it.
Honestly, the comments I get from this lot, I wouldn't be surprised if they piped up to let me know I'm on fire.
You're on fire! Good. You probably already know that.
Yes, thank you, Atreus. The thought had crossed my mind.
Hey, boy. Everything okay, boy? Don't worry, dog meat. Just saying hello.
It's not all bad news having an AI companion. Sure, they kill steal and block your route and hoover up your loot, but they can also help you out in battle, open up new quest lines, and they have to wear whatever ridiculous hats you tell them to.
Someday, super mutants kill everything.
One thing I can't abide, however, is how judgy some of them can be, especially in games like Fallout 4, where it seems like every single decision you make is under the intense scrutiny of whichever wasteland wanderer happens to be tagging along with you at the time.
You two can't be that naive. That thing, it's just gonna escalate everything.
Sometimes you'll get a little pop-up informing you that your companion liked whatever it was you just did. Like me doing whatever it takes to survive in the Commonwealth wasteland is a Facebook status about a nice dinner I'm having.
This isn't my fight.
Correction. This is everyone's fight.
Most of the time though, it seems like whoever is along for the ride dislikes whatever it is I'm doing. And to be honest, I could do without the constant judgy running commentary, Nick. Man, if only he could see what I did to Megaton in Fallout 3. Don't think he'd have approved.
Something tells me they're not checking for survivors anymore.
Look, I get that things can get a bit chaotic and deadly during a desperate firefight against hordes of the undead. That's why it's called Left 4 Dead and not Right to Alive. Even so, I would hope that my artificially intelligent teammates would show enough artificial intelligence to not wander blindly in front of my gun while it is actively firing bullets into said hordes of the undead. And yet, anyone who's played a Left 4 Dead game solo will no doubt have committed to memory the many friendly fire barks that your teammates yell at you.
Stop shooting me!
Which get repeated over and over again.
Who the hell do you think you're shooting?
Because they absolutely cannot stop themselves from getting in the way when you're trying to shoot things.
Hey, sport, watch where you're shooting.
And suddenly I'm the bad guy because I just shot Coach. Admittedly, that does sound bad, but it was his fault.
Hell no, boy. Don't you be shooting me.
AI being AI, of course, are programmed to never shoot you. So good luck trying to take the moral high ground on this one.
You want to watch where you're shooting?
All right, Left 4 Dead, it's time to shut up.
Hey, seriously?
Hey, some guns here.
Stop shooting me.
Thanks for watching this video about annoying things that your AI companions will do. I can't actually leave the studio right now because my AI companion has got glitched into the door, kind of stuck there, so I can't actually leave the room. So instead, I'll just hang out here and tell you about some other videos that you can watch, like this video from us, which is about shady Easter eggs that were digs at video game rivals. You can check that out. Or down here is a video from Outside Extra, which is about beloved features. That's correct. Those are the words that I meant to say. And they were cut from the sequel. You can read. You don't need me to tell you what this video is about. Beloved features cut from the sequel, and then there's a picture. And you can click on that. Or this one. Enjoy.